All right, here we go. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for yet another Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not, I repeat, will not get anywhere else. You know, it was years ago, back when I must have been in high school or getting to high school when the NFL started to do the intros on Sunday and Monday Night Football. They started to do the intros a little different. So they would start off every game something like this. Ray Lewis, University of Miami. Tom Brady, University of Michigan. Or even Odell Beckham Jr., Louisiana State University. You know how they used to do those intros at the beginning of every single game, right? So they had a time when it was just starting off, all right? And I was watching the game with my mother, right? And we're watching the intros, and my mother looks at it. She looks at me and she says, "You notice how all these players are saying University of such and such, University of this, went to college educated, things of that nature." And I think she was kind of throwing some hints at me saying, you know, you need to get, because I know my grades are really bad in high school, you need to get your shit together. And if you really try to play at that level, then you're going to have to get your academic side of it right. You can't be just focusing on the football side of it. What did she do? She took advantage of a teachable moment. That's one of the things I learned being a PCA trainer, all right? Seize teachable moments. That's one example. When you fast forward, and obviously I turned out the way I turned out, being heavily involved in the thought leadership world, being an author, speaker, all that kind of stuff, right? But let me transition this a little bit, fast forward this a little bit, all right? It was two Christmases ago, I went back home to Silver Spring, Maryland to spend Christmas with my family, my sisters, my niece, my nephew, my parents, and all that stuff, right? I went to see them for the first time in like 4 years. That was crazy. That was the first time I've been so long without seeing them, right? But I come back as an author, a multi-published author, all these things, trying to get my book sold and stuff like that. And, you know, obviously I'm dealing with questions about, you know, where I buy it, when's it coming out, all those kinds of stuff. And I kept saying this. I kept saying, look, please tell people, do not buy the book off of Amazon, please. And I kept saying, I was like, look, Jeff Bezos makes enough money. I don't want you guys buying the book off Amazon. Buy it from makeyourmove.com, MAKEYAMOVE.com, by the way, where you guys can get a copy of it. I was telling them, please, don't buy it. Jeff Bezos makes enough money. And I kept saying it. So at the time, my niece was around 10 years old, and I remember I was saying it, and then she goes, "Wait, who is this Jeff Bezos guy you keep talking about? Who is this Jeff Bezos? You keep talking about him." Everyone started laughing. You know, I'll probably tag my cousin Soraya was there too. Everyone starts laughing because, you know, Jada's 10. She's like, "Who is this Jeff Bezos guy? You keep talking about some Jeff Bezos dude." So immediately, my sister, like once kind of the laughter died down, it must have been a few seconds later, my sister tells my niece Jada to go to her bookshelf. She goes, "Hey, look, go get that book on Amazon. Go pick up that book. Pick up that book on Amazon." She makes Jada walk over to her bookshelf. We were at my sister's house, and she makes her go pick up the book on Amazon. She goes, "You know the person who started that company that we buy all these products from, or this house is filled with all these products? He's the one that started Amazon, all right? You need to learn that." Again, a teachable moment. My sister and I grew up under the same household with the same two parents. When you seize these teachable moments, this is the point I want to get to you, right? When you seize these teachable moments, it's like putting a seed in grass. You just never know if that thing's going to turn into a tree, right? You never know if it's going to turn into a forest. When you start seizing teachable moments and you start planting seeds in young people, the same way my mother planted the seed in my mind, say, look, if you want to go to the NFL, listen to the guys you look up to and watch. They're saying, my name, University of such and such. They represent a university. They're college-educated men. They're not just football players out here running around. They're vetted, right? Same thing with my sister. Look, 10 years old, you're going to know who Jeff Bezos is. You want to be the candle boss. You want to be your own businesswoman and all that. You better know who Jeff Bezos is, right? And I want to get that point. Happy Friday to you guys and all that stuff. I hope you guys have an incredible July 4th weekend and all that. But no matter what, whenever the opportunity presents itself, seize those teachable moments. You just never, ever, ever know what it can do for you, all right? If you want to dive deeper into my world, go check out the Move Swiftly podcast, available on all streams. And my books, like I mentioned before, it's on makeyourmove.com. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Checking it out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon. Boom.